Dear students of Standard 8, welcome to Botany class. How are you everybody? Hope you all are well and safe by the grace of Allah. In this class, we are going to discuss the last two phases of mitosis cell division. In the previous class, I have discussed the first three phases of mitosis cell division, that means prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase. But in this class, we are going to discuss the stages of mitosis cell division and cytokinesis. So let's start the class, everybody. Our today's first phase is anaphase stage. Okay, anaphase stage. Everybody see this figure. In this figure, the centromere of chromosome now split so that two independent daughter chromosomes, each with its own centromere, are formed. Here everybody see this figure. This in metaphase stage, the chromosomes are arranged at the equatorial region. Okay, but in the starting of this phase, the centromere of the chromosome now split. Here centromere divided into two parts, so that two independent daughter chromosomes are formed. I think you know that what is centromere. Centromere is a point. Here everybody see, centromere is a point where two chromatids are attached. Okay, two chromatids are attached. Here the separated chromatids of each chromosome move towards the poles by traction fiber. Okay, here the fiber where centromeres are attached, this fiber is called traction fiber. Okay, centromeres are attached with the traction fiber. So separated chromatids of each chromosome moves towards the pole by traction fiber. During movement of chromosome, centromere remains ahead while the arms follow them. Here, by the attraction of pole to the centromere, everybody see, by the attraction of pole to the centromere moves towards the pole, but the arm remain at the equatorial region. Okay, and in this stage, different types of chromosomes are to be seen, such as V-shaped chromosome, L-shaped chromosome, J-shaped chromosome, and I-shaped chromosome. That means in this movement, depending upon the location of centromere, chromosome take different shape like V, L, J, and I-shaped chromosome. V-shaped chromosome is called metacentric chromosome, and L-shaped chromosome is called submetacentric chromosome. J-shaped chromosome is called acrocentric chromosome, and I-shaped chromosome is called telocentric chromosome. Everybody see this figure. Here this one is a metacentric figure. Okay, metacentric chromosome. Here the chromosome look like a V shape. That means centromeres are located at the middle region. Then telocentric chromosome, centromeres are located at the end of the chromosome. This one is a I-shaped chromosome, that means telocentric. Okay, submetacentric, when centromere remain at the side of the chromosome, that means one arm is large and another one is smaller. Okay, this one is called L-shaped chromosome. This L-shaped chromosome is called submetacentric chromosome. Okay, and acrocentric, this one is a J-shaped chromosome. Okay, centromeres are located at the end of the chromosome. This one is called acrocentric chromosome. So we can say that depending upon the location of centromere, chromosome takes different shape. That means English alphabet. Okay, that means V, L, J, and I shape. V-shaped chromosome is called metacentric chromosome. I-shaped chromosome is called telocentric chromosome. Submetacentric chromosome, that means L-shaped chromosome, and J-shaped chromosome is called acrocentric chromosome. And at the end of this stage, the spindle fibers are disappear. Spindle fibers are disappear. Okay. The anaphase stage comes to an end when the daughter chromosome reaches to the opposite pole. That means due to contraction of traction fiber and the expansion of the stem body formed in the cytoplasm is causes of movement of chromosome. Now everybody, let's see the second one, that means telophase. Telophase is the last phase of mitosis cell division. Okay, in this stage the daughter chromosome takes position in the two opposite poles. Everybody see this figure here. The daughter chromosome takes their opposite pole. Hydration takes place in the chromosome. Okay, as a result, chromosome start expanding and gradually become thin and long. Here, chromosome take water from the cytoplasm. Okay, here dehydration takes place, means chromosome take water from the cytoplasm, and by the absorption of water, chromosome start expanding and gradually become thin and long. And finally, nuclear membrane and nucleolus. Everybody see this figure. The round portion is called nuclear membrane, and this one, a black circle, this one is called nucleolus. So in this stage, nucleolus and nuclear membrane reappear. Okay, here see, finally nuclear membrane reappears around the two daughter nuclei. Nucleolus also reappear. In this way, two daughter nuclei formed at two poles and sign the end of karyokinesis. Okay, and in this stage, spindle apparatus gradually disappear. Here everybody sees the dotted portion is called spindle apparatus. This spindle apparatus gradually disappear, and at the equatorial region gradually a cell plate develop. Everybody see this figure here, cell plate develop. Okay, so we can say that after finishing the mitosis cell division, two daughter nuclei, that means two daughter cells are formed which contain same number of chromosomes, that is the mother cell. That is why this mitosis cell division is called equational division. After karyokinesis, cytokinesis start. I think you know karyokinesis means division of nucleus. Here division of nucleus is finished. After karyokinesis, then cytokinesis start. Everybody see this figure. Cell plate is developed. That means cytokinesis, division of cytokinesis start here. Now see the cytokinesis. I think cytokinesis means, division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. At the end of telophase, cytokinesis start. Okay, here everybody see this figure. In case of plant cell, at the equatorial region, the small particle here at the equatorial region, everybody see this figure. This one is a equatorial region. At the equatorial region, the small particles secreted by the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, the small particles secreted by the endoplasmic reticulum and phragmoplast are deposited and combined together to form a membrane. This membrane is called plasma membrane. Cell wall is developed by the deposition of hemicellulose, pectin and other components on the plasma membrane. So first here cell plate develop, but on the cell plate there is deposited phragmoplast of endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi bodies. So here is cell membrane is formed. On the cell membrane there is another deposition takes place, that means hemicellulose, pectin and other components on the cell membrane. Cell wall is formed. By the formation of cell wall, the mother cell divided into two daughter cell. Okay, but in case of animal cell, a cleavage furrow appears on the surface of the dividing cell. A cleavage furrow. Everybody see this figure here. This one is a furrow. A cleavage furrow is developed at the surface, on the surface of the dividing cell, and encircles it at the midline of the spindle. The cleavage furrow is depends and pinches the plasma membrane or cell membrane as through it wire being tightened by an invisible rubber band and gradually draws the furrow inward. Finally, the folding edge of the plasma membrane meet fuses and completing the cell division. By this way, two daughter cells are formed. Okay everybody, this one is the stages of mitosis cell division, and this is how one cell divided into two daughter cell which contains same number of chromosome that of the mother cell. Okay everybody, today up to this. Next class we will explain the meiosis cell division. Okay, thank you everybody.